What's going on, guys? It's Emkay, and today I'm going to be talking you through how to kill Zulrah on old school Runescape. Basically, Zulrah is a boss, it's a snake boss, and the only requirement to get there is to have completed Regicide, because that's where it is. For gear setup, we want to take the following. This is the cheapest alternative method that I would say, well, the best in slot you could get for a really cheap book. Obviously, getting rid of the Trident of the Swamp. I don't have a normal Trident to show you, but this is the best gear setup for if you have defense, of course. But if you don't have defense, just swap everything with the highest range sort of bonus with no defensive requirements. So Magic Wizzy G or Blue Wizzy, sorry. So you want the boss, basically it's more mage orientated, so your mage bonus makes a big difference. So you want to be taking, you know, Mystic is pretty cheap, you don't have to use a dark one, just any. You want to take an Unholy book, because either an Unholy book or the Mage book, I believe it's the Zaros book, the Ancient book, because it gives plus 10 Mage. You want to take whatever glory, whatever amulet, sorry, you can afford. So if you can afford a Fury, obviously swap for a Fury. You want to take at least Broad Bolts, in my opinion, because you know you want to be hitting some decent amount with the range. You can take less than a 4-way switch if you wanted. I think a 3-way switch would be the best, the lowest amount of switch you could actually do. This is what you'll be using, obviously. If you do take a 4-way switch though, either be prepared to take the Fire Cape and lose your bolts, or just take enablers in general and leave the Fire Cape in the bank. You want Mystic Boots, they give a plus 3 magic attack bonus. You can opt for Infinity Boots, of course, which give plus 5, but this is the cheap method. That's pretty much it for the gear setup. You want full Void and then just the magic switch, basically. As far as inventory setup goes, you need to take a Ring of Recoil. You need 2 of them. You need to always have a Ring of Recoil in the inventory and a Ring of Recoil here. It's nice to just have a little check, 9 points. It's always nice to have a little check to know sort of when you're going to need to change recoils. You'll understand why, but it's for Snakelings. They have 1 HP and they deal quite a lot of damage, but they need to be dealt with efficiently, but as fast as possible. You obviously don't want to be killing them instead of attacking the boss. So yeah, and you want a Dual Ring to go to Clan Wars, so you can restore your HP and your prayer. That way, it's close to a bank. That way you can then teleport to Zulandra, which is right next to the Zulrah boss. You just have to board a boat. Then I take 4 Crambouans, because they're good combination food. The boss can combo you along with the Snakelings, so that's what I use them for. I also risk it quite a lot to avoid missing hits as such on the boss, so I'll risk my HP down, and if I see, which will become clearer later on when I show you the phases, but when I'm in the mage form, when they're in the mage form, sometimes they can range you too, which is a green little bolt, and if that happens, then and I'm very low HP, then I'll eat Kwamwan, because the boss can, I believe, max at 41. I'm not 100%, but the highest I've ever been hit is a 41. So you take a range pot with you. If you're really low mage, like I'd probably say 80 or lower. No, sorry, about 80. Any between 80 and 90 or something like that. 80, you want to pre-pot mage at the bank. So if you've got magic pots, this is obviously optional, but it will just speed up the kill, therefore making it easier for you to not die, and you'll last longer in there. Potentially won't eat all your food or need all your food, for example. You need to take a prayer potion with you, just in case. At the start, the fight will drag on. So yeah, and you need an anti-venom, because you need an anti-venom plus. They're very, very cheap on the GE. All of this is pretty cheap on the GE. I wouldn't take any less than sharks, especially when starting up. Just for the simple fact is it really hurts. Like, the boss can hurt, and if you're panicking, you need to eat, if you know what I mean. So now I'm going to go ahead and show you an optimal setup. So this is the optimal setup that you want to be taking. This is the best in slot, except for an arcane shield. Arcane Spirit Shield, because I can't afford one. They're like 70 mil at the minute. But yeah, this is the best in slot. This is what you would take. I obviously have a 6-way switch, so 4, 5, and then range weapon. And then I also take a dark bow to spec with, but this isn't needed. You don't even need to spec the boss at all. And I also take Vengeance runes to Vengeance the boss, which I'll cover later on in the guide. So yeah, it's exactly the same setup sort of thing. I have a cape switch, blah blah blah. But this, I would say, this is the best setup. So yeah. So now I'm gonna go on to talk about the phases and how you can learn to actually kill Zulrah. So let's go and do that. Before I go and show you the phases, this is the place. You have to speak to this guy first. I don't believe I'll be able to go through the same dialogue, but you have to speak to this guy and say, I would like to be offered as a sacrifice instead of the sacrifice who's stood on here. Okay, another thing about this boss is it's a safe zone as such. Items that you lose would include sort of like vendor based items, I'd say. I think that's the best way of putting it. Like your untradables void, you don't lose that. You don't lose fire cape, but you lose Avas if you die. You lose your magic cape if you die. You lose your Barrow's gloves. I believe that's all you lose. So anything like that. So you're safe with void. Don't worry about it. But if you are to die, always keep Zulrah teleports in your bank. So then you can go back here. Ooh, a genie. Let's go and get this genie real quick. Put it in Slayer, nice. But yeah, basically you want to always have a Zulrah teleport in the bank, so you can get back here to collect your items. So you speak to her, she gives you your items back, and then you dual ring away, and you just carry on as normal. So yeah, that's how you do that. This is how you get on the boat. You press board, and you press OK. Set your quick prayers as you want to set your quick prayers as Protect Magic and Eagle Eye. You'll see why. But this is where you start. You want to always go to the northeastern point. So at the very start, you always want to be doing this. Flick Mystic Might on, and you want to stay here. You can attack it 5 times with the trident until it despawns and changes form, which you'll know. I'm going to be showing a text document which shows the phases in various forms. You'll see. So this is the magic form. You always start with the range in the middle. Oh, I didn't bring anti-venom, but yeah, you want to eat here. Could be a bit of an issue. I didn't bring anti-venom, but okay, we'll see. After this mage form, you need to run over here, and it's range. You want to stay over here whilst it's attacking you. You just obviously you attack back. You want to make your way over here to avoid the venom clouds. I will mess up a few times on this video, but yeah, because I'm trying to. This is live comm, so then mage spawns over there. The poison's going to stack up, which is going to be an issue. I should have brought anti-venom. But then the melee form spawns here. You want to stay. You want to go over. You want to make your way over here for when the ranger comes out. The ranger will come out here. Always check this. Your ring of recoil is shattered. You want. I've just messed that up, but yeah, you want to go here. The range will spawn here. You want to get onto this square. It's the easiest way. You do the range form spawns here. And once these clouds go, you'll see the white balls are when it spawns snakelings. You want when this happens, it spawns that first snakeling. You want to make your way over here to this platform here. This is what I'm going to refer to as the safe square. Then it's mage here. So as you can see, this is a mage attack, the fire wave looking attack. That's a range attack, so it hits through. Mage again. Alright, and then you have you have a breathing room here where you're completely fine, and you want to make your way over here where the range will spawn. The range will be here for a while. So we'll just wait until that happens. till it despawns. Then it's Mage here. This will attack you for a bit, then it will start spawning Venom Clouds again. I may run out of food here, but we'll see. Before I get to the Jad phase. But yeah, you'll see what I mean by Jad phase. If it's a Jad phase on this side, it always starts with Mage. So you want to flick as it's shot it. You want to change prayers. Literally, as it shoots, you want to change prayers. This is the best way to practice, by the way. This is the best way to practice Zulrah in general. After this, the Mage spawns in the middle. You want to go over to the side with the Snakelings. As you can see, I'm getting shredded right now. It's range here. Use this safe square at the furthest north. Should be melee directly after this, if I remember rightly. It may have changed though. It's either that, but by this point you should have killed it by now anyway. Like, Mage is over there, but we're just going to go ahead and die here. We're going to go back to Clan Wars. Because that's that phase done, really. You just need to make sure you would have killed it by then. It doesn't matter, it's irrelevant what else happens. So, yeah. On to the next phase. Again, you want to go in just as normal and go to the northeast. At this point, you want to drink your range pot and flick on Mystic Might and attack this guy. Again, it always starts as this. You just have to wait for the next bit. See what we get. Okay, so it's range over there. So, range over there. And then after this, it attacks you for a little bit. Alright, as soon as you see that white ball, you can turn your range prayer off. Then move now towards the center. You want to go to the center and hug this pillar. You want to be in this square, not here. You want to be here or here, because when it attacks you with the melee, which you'll see, it uses its tail sting. And if you're standing here, you get hit by it, so, and you're also in Venom Cloud. But as it comes up for the next bit, you want to sit and stay here and be ready, because Mage comes here. So you want to be ready there. So Mage comes here. Remember, you can risk it. As soon as you see that range hit, you can't risk it anymore. You have to eat. After this phase, you want to run to the other side. And the ranger will spawn. You want to attack the ranger. And just stay around here. Then the mage will spawn here. Again, you want to just do the same as normal, as I've been saying. The next one is a ranger in the middle. Obviously you want to eat on that HP. You go over here, you don't have to pray range though. You just want a Mystic Might. Stay here. Because normally in this phase sort of thing, sometimes you'll get used to it, but sometimes they don't attack because they're spawning Venom Clouds. But after this phase, when it moves over here, it's range, so you do have to pray range here. Always remember to put your recoil on as soon as you see it go down. Can't stress this enough. You'll take so much damage, and it's so unneeded. So you run to the other side, because the mage is next. You run to this side. You want to stay around here. Just eat up. Carries on doing its business, chucking the Venom Clouds down. And here's Jad phase again. So Jad phase is this side, remember, so it starts with Mage. You want to just flick as it's shooting again. That's all you want to do, just flick as it's shooting. Seems my ring of recoil has bugged, but Mage in the middle. You want to make your way over there towards the Snakelings. And then it is range in the center. You want to use this square. This is always a safe square because the Venom Clouds all bundle up, but this square is always safe from the Venom Clouds at least. So yeah, you should have killed it by now. This is about the 3-minute mark, so you should have killed it by now. But I believe the next phase, the next one, it's either Mage, yeah, it's melee in the middle, look. and you have to, when you have melee in the middle, you have to run into the Venom Cloud and move back to this safe square when it turns its face. Should be Mage. Yeah, Mage in the middle again. Same rules apply. You just want to eat when you take damage. And then by now you should have killed it, but if not, there's range over there. But yeah, you should have killed it by now, so I'm going to go and show you the next step. Okay guys, let's go in. Let's see what one we get. Always northeast corner onto this exact square. Attack it as normal, like I've said in the other ones. Okay, so it's melee, you attack it. When it turns its face, you want to run here. Attack it, and now run back. And after this, it will be Mage here. So Mage in the center. Remember to anti-venom up. Be ready because the ranger spawns in the south. So now. It can either spawn in the south or over there, but it will be range. But when it's the ranger down here, the melee, when it starts with melee, there's two ways it can go. It can either spawn there, and if it spawns there, it will then spawn melee in the middle, followed by Mage, which will spawn here. But you always stay in this square. Or it can spawn the range here. It can spawn the range here, which will force the Mage to spawn south, and you always use this square though. It will spawn south, followed by the melee in the middle. So as I said, the Mage spawns behind me now, so you just want to, as normal, just attack it. Let it do its business, and you want to run across with range on, and you want to get over here to be safe from the Venom Clouds. Attack it, as you normally would, of course. You obviously be attacking it with your Mage, because you attack the Mage with your range armor, and you attack the range and the melee with magic. So yeah, then it's magic in the same spot. You want to, as you're doing this, you want to attack, move. You want to get over to here, into this safe spot again. Keep attacking it. When it faces towards you, so it's chucking stuff over there. Now, be ready, because it's range start, because it's on this side, and it's Jad. So you want to switch.
Everything changes.
So yeah, just keep switching. Switch as it shoots out. Alright, so you want to get to this safe square. This one here. This is safe from the Venom Clouds. Keep attacking it. But melee spawns here afterwards. So melee spawns here. You want to attack it as soon as it looks towards you. You want to move away into the Venom Cloud. Let it look at you. Then you move back into this. Attack it. And then it's range after this. In the middle. So just let it attack you. I believe I have to move over here because it spawns Venom Clouds. Because I normally don't get it past 2 minutes, so that's why I can't see what it is. But it's Mage next. No, it's melee next, I'm lying. So move there, and remember, move 2 squares away. Back into the safe zone. So it should be Mage next. Okay, so it's Mage next. And by the looks of things, a good way of telling what's going to be next as well, if you don't normally get this far, it should be range, yeah, because it was Mage last, so obviously the options are either melee or range. And if it's just been melee before that Mage phase, then it's more than likely range. But yeah, you should have killed it by now. If not, then the kills are way too slow, and you're messing up on switches or whatnot. So yeah, that's that one. So that concludes all of the possibilities of phases, to be honest. So yeah, that's it, guys. Next bit, I'm going to show you a kill in optimal gear. So let's go to that. Right. Okay guys, this is now a kill in optimal gear. So I always vengeance. This will also show how to, well, I'll be showcasing vengeance here. So you want to go over there as normal. I'm not going to go through how to kill the boss because you can revert back to the other guide, the other section, sorry. But yeah, this is a kill in optimal gear. Okay, so this is how you use vengeance. Unless you go over here as normal, but you basically vengeance yourself and drop your prayer so it hits you. I obviously messed up there, but it's because the snakelings. I didn't exactly want to waste my prayer, if you know what I mean. I didn't exactly want to. I didn't want to waste the vengeance. But it was just to showcase really when to do so. So when you're free of snakelings, that's the time that you want to vengeance. Like here, for example, I vengeance because the range is coming up. I let it hit me, flick my prayer on, so it hits me just before my prayer comes on and hits the vengeance, and it's nice and controlled. I know when the damage is coming in, so I know my HP, and that's basically how you vengeance at Zulrah. Here's the kill. So that's a kill in optimal gear. You can see my personal best is 1 minute 13, but now I've changed my setup a lot since then, so hopefully I'm going to get an even quicker kill. But yeah, let's go into, I'm going to now speak to you. In fact, before we do that, I'm going to show you how to bank. So I forgot about this section, because you guys obviously aren't going to know, some guys aren't going to know what Clan Wars is, but you basically go to Clan Wars with a duel ring, you open the free-for-all portal, and you just exit straight away. Your HP is full, your prayer is full, and your run's full. It doesn't recharge your special attack, sorry. That's the only thing. So yeah, then you just restock and then tele back to Zandra and rinse repeat. So that's how you do that. I'm going to now go into what profit I've made. As you can see, I've had 701 kills. That was the 701st, but in general 700 kills. I'm going to talk to you and explain how much money I've made in 700 kills. So let's go to that now. Okay, so this is a bit where I'm going to talk about how much profit I've made off 700 kills. I'll first show my signature drops. So I got a Serpentine Visage, which I'm currently using now, at 115 kills. I then got a Tanzanite Fang at 235 kills. After that, I got another Tanzanite Fang at 503 kills, so if you look at that, it's almost a 300 kill dry streak. And then following that, I got a Magic Fang at 618 kills. So yeah, that's that. After doing 700 kills, I sold my loot tab at every 100 kills, so I could see how much money I made per 100 kills. Sometimes I made like 8.5 mil, sometimes I made 10.5. It really just it differs, but the best way I could put it is 100k. I made about 10 mil average every 100 kills. That's without signature drops, so that's just your standard drops. You know, your raw sharks and all sorts. You can check the drop table anyway. I'll link in the description the drop table. But there's that, and so yeah, I tallied it up, and I got 16 mil for each Tanzanite Fang. I got 6.3 mil for the Magic Fang, and for the Serpentine Visage is worth 5 mil. So adding all that up, 700 kills. 700 kills. It equals 70 mil, plus the 16 and the 16, and then obviously the 6.3 and the 5. It comes to 113.3 mil. So that's how much money I've made. It roughly takes me about 2 minutes a kill. So it takes me 2 minutes to kill, plus 1 minute banking and getting back to Zulrah. So in essence, I can do just under 18 kills an hour. Sometimes 18, sometimes the kills are quicker. So yeah, let's say 18 kills an hour, and that's 100k each drop without signature drops. That's 1.8 million GP profit every hour, guaranteed. If you do not die, of course, guaranteed. Supplies, you're obviously going to spend some money on supplies, but because I use Crambuans and I don't use Sora Brews, I barely ever use a prayer pot as well. Sometimes I take prayers just in case, but with 70 prayer, you don't tend to use prayers at all. Another thing I want to talk about is this isn't just for, these are my stats, this isn't just for maxed players. You can do it as long as you have 80 range, 80 mage, roughly. I'd say that's the bare minimum you can do it in. It doesn't matter about your defense level. So you can do this on 1-defs, you can do this on Zerkers. You need at least overheads, but I'd at least have Mystic Might to speed the kills up. But you need at least overheads, but you'll be taking more prayer pots if you decide to do it on a lower defense, you know, sorry, a lower prayer. Other than that, that's it really. That's the profit I've made, and that's it. That concludes my guide. If you have any other like ideas I can add to this guide, or any feedback, I'll be happy to listen to it. Just drop a comment in the comment section below, and I really appreciate all the help, like all the following I'm getting on Twitch mainly. And I decided to do this YouTube video so I can help guys that come into my stream all the time. Oh, how do I do Zulrah? How? I always die. Well, this is the best way I thought I could possibly help someone, is make a guide. Because I checked when I first started killing Zulrah, and there was no guides. I had to I had to teach myself, because there were just no guides out there. So yeah, I hope this is in-depth enough. If anyone wants to add anything, as I said, just drop in the comment sections below. But thanks for watching. I hope I helped someone out there. And yeah, check me out on Twitch. It's just twitch.tv/RSMK with 2 Y's. And click that subscribe button. Press the like if I've helped you. Leave a comment. It'd be absolutely awesome to see some feedback on this video. But yeah, thanks guys. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys in a bit.